Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Hope you're doing great. Anyways, basically last week, I went out to the store, did a little bit of shopping, and bought a bunch of different types of instant noodles to cook on stream. And the idea was that I was gonna cook the noodles and have chat help me rank them in terms of the three T's, taste, texture, and tummy feel. I honestly kind of forget what YouTuber originated that, but I've kind of been using it because my friends use it, and I think it's really funny. But anyways, let's get into the stream and take a look at where I ranked things. So we went to the store, we got some noodles, and we're gonna be cooking them and then rating them. So the problem that I have right now is that my computer is all the way over there, and this kitchen is way too small for me to bring out my laptop. So I'm gonna probably cook and rate the noodles here, and then I'll open up tier list maker on my computer, or maybe I'll just drop them in a video. Maybe we'll just make this very loose style. But anyways, we got a lot of noodles here. And I wanted to make some of them easy, so which is why I have like the cup noodle containers. And you're probably thinking, okay, Mon, if you're gonna sample these, are they just gonna go to waste afterwards? No, we're gonna keep them in the containers, put them in the fridge, and then we'll save them for another day. And I think that's the way we'll go. First we have to boil a ton of water. That's what I'm assuming. Dude, yeah. So we're gonna boil some water, and then we're gonna get some noods done. I think its vegetables aren't trying to be like not too out there. I think this is a solid A tier. Pretty solid A tier. Noodles have good texture. I would put this in A. So I didn't really get to talk too much into detail at the current timeline in the video. I think I do a recap towards the end, but I wanted to take some time to kind of justify why I put the Kung Pao chicken from Simply Asia at an A tier. I think overall it has a pretty good taste. It's not like authentic Kung Pao chicken, but I think it does a good job and incorporates a well balance of flavors. It has pretty good texture in terms of the noodles, and its tummy feel is pretty solid. So that's my reasoning for putting it at A tier. And it's overall just a really good dish. Moving on to the next set. We got the oh, maybe I should mix this. The Shin noodles. Alright, these are a classic. They're in the cup. I don't know why. I could not find the fucking instant like cup noodles, like the really cheap ones in like the styrofoam. Maybe they rebranded, but I could not find any in stores. Alright, so despite the fact that I could not find these noodles in any of the stores I've checked, I think with pretty good confidence I could probably put them at a C tier. Just because they're pretty much the standard for ramen noodles. It's a classic cup noodle form. It's pretty filling and pretty cheap, so it's really nothing to complain about. It's not gonna come swinging with any good flavors or anything, but it's decent and it's gonna fill you up. So C tier for me. This isn't bad. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse, because before I had like this brand, and it wasn't good, but it's not bad. I think it's a little bit too salty, but noodles have pretty decent texture, and I'm a fan of the spice. The vegetables are pretty solid. I don't think it's as good as the Kung Pao chicken though. So I think this is B tier. So yeah, I would probably agree with what I said in the stream. Overall, these noodles were pretty good. Nothing really to complain about. The noodles had a good texture. The vegetables were pretty spot on. The only complaint that I have about these noodles is that it was so fucking salty. Every time I took a bite, it was basically taking a swig of the ocean. That's how fucking salty these noodles were. But other than that, they were pretty solid noodles. They had the spice was pretty solid. Vegetables were good, and again, the noodles had amazing texture. Not like the best texture, but definitely pretty solid. And overall, pretty decent tummy feel. Besides the fact that I was drinking the ocean every fucking single time. But anyways, B tier is where I'm putting it at. All right. So this is the rice ramen noodle soup with masala curry flavoring. And the spice is a medium. Alright, maybe I fucked this up. I don't know. There's like no flavor. Or maybe curry isn't supposed to be like that like much of a punch. Maybe it's like a more like subtle thing. I think the noodles are a bit soggy. But maybe that's my fault. It is kind of flavorless. No, yeah. Healthy equals flavorless. Alright, I'm putting that in a C tier. Alright, so taking some time to reconsider, I even think that the rice curry ramen was even worse than C tier. It's definitely way below the standard cup noodle. It tastes like fucking dog shit. Like, I've had curry before, and that just didn't taste anywhere near to what I expected or had the expectations for of good curry. Yeah, it really was flavorless. The noodles were pretty soggy, but I think that was partly on my behalf. I think I left the boiling water in there for a little bit too long. Could have pulled it out a lot sooner. But I don't think the soggy texture or like a crispier texture of the noodles would have helped with the overall like taste or the score of it. Yeah, it just left a bad taste in my mouth and even a worse feeling in my stomach. And for that reason, I'm gonna drop it down to a D tier, low D tier, like fucking bottom of the tier list, as far down as possible, because that tasted like fucking dog shit. Probably gonna be my favorite out of the bunch. These are like, this is actually like fucking solid. Great texture, great taste, amazing tummy feel. And what more can be said? This was probably the easiest decision I've had making this tier list, and that is that the Indomie noodles are clear S tier. They are so good, and I don't know if it's a fucking sauce pack, it's the monosodium glutamate or whatever the fuck they put in that shit, but it is so fucking good. And the biggest thing is that it only costs $1. The ramen packet costs $1, so it's good and it's a bang for the buck value. Easy S tier. This one's kind of ready. It looks like absolute dog shit. I think I really nuked the noodles here. I like literally followed the directions, but the noodles just look really bad. All right, this is the last one. We'll review it and then we'll promptly end stream. Oh, the sound is just, I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, the coloring's pretty good. Alright. Hopefully there's not too much background audio. Guys, I let this stand for like a while. I literally went through all these and this is still fucking hot. Jesus. Yep, the noodles are what I expected it to be. Super soggy. There's no snap. This is what it sounds like. It like tastes pretty good. The vegetables are pretty solid, I think. Yeah, but I think the noodles are too soggy. That could be my doing. I would say. Tummy feels pretty good. It's not like the best out of these, but it's pretty solid. Texture, it was a little bit soggy, but that could be my fault. Taste is pretty decent. I would probably put this in a B tier. I'm thinking B tier. And with that, we have just solidified the instant noodle tier list. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.